Hey guys, Josh here from Sportitude running. It's shoe review time and I hold in my hand the Mizuno Wave Rebellion. This shoe here has quite a bit of hype for Mizuno. They have basically taken a couple of years to get this to market. It is a shoe that is very light, very responsive. It could be used for race day, but I believe this shoe sits in the market to complement that runner that's looking for a lighter, responsive shoe to use for speed workouts, tempo runs, and sometimes some progressive runs as well. So in today's review, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dialing in on the engineering features of this shoe. We're going to talk about the outsole, get stuck into the midsole because there's a fair bit to go through there, and obviously profile the upper, give you some subjective thoughts from my end, and hopefully give you all the information you need at home to, who knows, potentially throw this into your shoe rotation. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Okay guys, first things first, let's talk about the outsole of this shoe. So first thing I looked at when I saw this shoe, I thought, wow, this is going to be a really grippy outsole. And using their G3 technology, which is what Mizuno is calling it, I kind of have to say I was right. So I've used this shoe in some slightly damper runs here in Adelaide. It's had a bit of rain the last few weeks. So I've been able to take it out on the pavement and it's been a bit wet, and I find that it was okay for grip. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but I certainly had enough confidence within this shoe to feel like I could run it at multiple amounts of speed. So again, I like what they've done with the outsole, and I suppose the other thing to call out is it is covering the whole shoe, right? So the reason Mizuno have done that is because it's their first crack at a Pebax foam, and when we dial into the midsole now, they wanted to make sure they could protect this asset. So by doing so, offering the full ground G3 grip system, I think they have been able to achieve that, and which is a good thing. There is a little cutaway through here at the back half of the shoe itself, so you can see that by decoupling the back half of that shoe, you'll reduce a little bit of the weight, but again, this, or a runner that's going to be entertaining this shoe, I feel it's going to be more of a midfoot runner. I mean, yes, you're a heel striker, you could still use this, and that decoupled section at the back will probably provide a little bit of extra dampening and cushioning. However, this shoe is really targeting at someone that's getting up to that midfoot and almost to that forefoot for those quicker runs. Let's talk about the midsole of the Wave Rebellion. So the first noticeable thing for me was the midsole technology. So using a full-length Pebax foam, you got some familiar feel and function to the Endorphin franchise. So the Pro and the Speed out there use a very similar technology. Obviously, there's going to be subtle changes from Saucony to Mizuno with regards to the geometry of that foam. However, just the touch and feel and that first step in, you can kind of get that familiar vibe with regards to the foam itself. Also, it's on a very similar heel to toe drop, 8mm to be exact, so the same as the Endorphin franchise. Now, to get that 8mm drop, we've got a 36.5 millimeters in the heel, and we have a 28.5 or 20.5mm in the forefoot, so for the 8mm variants. Mizuno have been using plated technology for a number of years, so it's nothing new to them. They didn't design this shoe with a plate through the middle to be on vogue with everything else out there. However, they have used a completely new plated technology. The glass fiber plate is actually stronger than all the other plates they've used, the nylon plates gone in the past, but it is also a little bit of a play on their environmentally friendly engineering message they're pushing out there. So it's around 30+% less emissions when they're producing this plate, the glass fiber plate, in comparison to what they have with all the other shoes, all the other plate technologies that we see in the market right now, being in the Wave Rider and the Wave Inspire. So I do like that. You know, they're making a conscious effort to make their shoes as environmentally friendly as they possibly can, but still executing a really good performing shoe for you, the runners out there. So obviously we're talking about the midsole. It's a lightweight tempo style shoe. So again, there's no effort or consideration to overpronation. I say that in inverted commas. So there's no additional dynamic arch support on the medial side. This shoe here is designed to be light, so there has to be aspects of it taken out to get or to achieve that outcome. So neutral shoe, same density in the medial side as it is the lateral side. That glass fiber plate kind of runs through 2/3 of the shoe, so it runs from the heel and right through to the forefoot. So almost just before where the metatarsal heads start is where the plate itself finishes. So again, I would say that's a little bit different than other brands out there with their plates. I mean, we've seen 3/4 plates from ASICS, and we've also obviously had full-length carbon plates from a number of other brands out there. But that I'll call it two-third plated structure, does finish just before the metatarsal heads. The reason they can do that is because the G3 outsole, yes, it's designed to offer grip and protection for that midsole, but how they've actually glued it onto the midsole almost aids in that extra rigidity through the forefoot as well. So I kind of look at the midsole and go, it's getting a bit of a help and assistance from that G3 outsole. So I think Mizuno have put plenty of time and effort into the engineering of this midsole and how the outsole functions in unison with that technology as well. Okay guys, let's dial into the upper now. So first thing I'll do is talk about the back of this shoe. So we have an internal heel counter structure. So I feel that Mizuno really do like to make sure they offer support first, and then they'll work on making shoes lighter and more responsive as they go through their sort of prototyping of their running shoes. So they have an internal heel counter. It is very strong. It sort of covers a fair region of that calcaneus or the back of your heel through here. So I find this shoe super supportive, probably the most supportive heel counter on all the tempo shoes that are on offer in this category. So yeah, certainly a big tick there, nice supportive lockdown. As you come through to the midfoot, we have got a very, very thin tongue. So plenty of breathability on offer with this tongue, and also a gusseted system. Again, when you're talking about a lightweight tempo shoe, it's vitally important to keep your foot in a secure position on top of that midsole, and it's very hard to achieve that outcome by just having extra overlays or welds on top of that upper. One, it increases the weight, and two, you don't get a customized fit. So by having a gusseted tongue, it just locks your foot down perfectly. I like this upper. It really is executed with full precision, all about it. Engineered mesh through the forefoot, so looking at it, you have to get up quite close to see the breathe holes. It's not as noticeable in comparison to some other shoes out there, but I can say with my few runs I've done in this shoe, I can't fault the breathability. I ran with a slightly thicker sock one day, and then I also ran with a Steigen the next, so very thin sock, and I didn't have any issues fit, feel, and function, and the breathability was absolutely fine in this shoe. It worked very well. Okay guys, in wrapping up, the Mizuno Wave Rebellion is a great addition to the Mizuno running range. It's light, they're on point with the midsole, it's responsive. It's going to play right into that runner who's looking for a second shoe in their rotation to complement their tempo days or their session days. In terms of the midsole performance, I would say there are some softer tempo shoes out there. So this is really playing into that category of a runner that wants that nice responsive feel but doesn't want to be on a super crazy soft platform. It's slightly firmer, kind of what Mizuno have been for a few years now. So it does offer that smooth and responsive feel, which is fantastic. Also dialing into the upper, I mean, it is a standard width, and I would expect that with a new shoe from any brand. So just D width in the men's and a B width in the ladies. So just your standard widths on offer. And also with regards to this shoe, as I said, it could be used for race day. I did say that in the intro, I believe, but there will be the runner out there that would feel comfortable and confident using this as their race day shoe, anywhere from 5, 10, half to full marathon. However, I believe this shoe is all about complementing that shoe rotation, getting a lightweight shoe into your kit, or maybe using it once or twice a week for your speed sessions, your strength sessions, and who knows, give you all the support, cushioning, and responsiveness you need to become a better runner. So, if you've got any questions with this shoe, drop it in the comment section below. If you've got any queries, theories, concerns, let us know. We're all ears. We want to help you guys find the right shoes out there all around the world, so let us know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the red button, stay notified, and we'll keep working on these shoe reviews for everyone out there. And until next time, stay safe, happy running, be kind to one another, and we'll see you out on the road. Take care.